The graveyard is the richest place on earth. In ancient Egypt, that was literally the case because pharaohs and kings used to be buried with their belongings, with their riches. But I mean today, it is the richest place in the earth. Why? Because so many people are buried with their dreams, with all their could haves and would haves and if only. With the exception of a few of us, we settle for mediocrity. We've been conditioned to live in mediocrity. And what do I mean by this? Mediocrity, the word mediocrity comes from a Latin word that's medius and ocris, which is the middle of a rugged mountain. We settle for the middle because the way up is hard and we just settle for halfway. We reach the middle and wow, we are amazed and it's enough. We don't need to go all the way up. It will be the same, right? What's some added few kilometers up or a few meters up, right? Well, it makes a huge difference. But it's just that we were conditioned to live in mediocrity. And for all the parents listening to this, I'm not saying that you're doing a bad job or anything. It's natural. Why? Because when we were kids, when we were babies, our parents would rush to us and to help us if we get stuck somewhere. We want to wear our clothes, they rush to help us to put our clothes so that we don't suffer. We are trying to eat and it's not working they rush to help us so that we don't suffer and that it's easy for us so that we don't cry. We're trying to solve a puzzle when we grow up a little bit and we start saying it's hard and I can't do it. They run and they help us because they want us to finish it and so we can celebrate together. We're doing an exam and we don't get the highest mark or we don't get a very good mark. And then they say it's okay. It's not the end of the world. You tried your best. Did we try our best? What is this? What did this condition us? We are now biologically set to accept what's mediocre, the middle. And mediocre has nothing to do with poverty or anything. Mediocre, like middle, not the best. It's okay, we're fine, that's enough effort. But what's something that is really worth celebrating and being happy with and, crying on the rooftops are things that we reach after a struggle, after working hard, after time. Teenagers, young people tuned in and listening to this. How many times have you said already that I'm bored? Why are you bored? When we were kids, I remember I could barely remember when I said that I was bored. Why? Because nowadays you're used to everything being fast, everything with a click of a button. I get everything I want and my parents help me with everything out or my caregivers. And we want instant things, fast results, quick solutions. But what makes us great and what makes life worthwhile and what gives us this amazing high level of happiness are the things that we fight for, we work hard for, and we work long enough on. When was the last time you built something new? Like, for example, a wooden house or a 5,000-piece puzzle. Or when was the last time you participated in a project, in a charity work? When was the last time you read the book? You'll tell me these are, I don't know, old-fashioned stuff, things that are boring. But these are the things that build your creativity, your imagination, your problem-solving skills, your creativity, your creative imagination. So what are our excuses today? 3 things. First, time. Time is the worst disease. We're always like, there's not enough time. I want to focus, I have to do this and that and 3, and I'm used to getting things very quickly. Don't stress about time. Just focus on one important thing. And even if it takes time, this means it's worth going for. So number one, time. What's our second excuse? Our second excuse is effort. Yes, if something needs a lot of effort, we need to sweat for it, or we need just to get out of what's comfortable, then we don't want it. But actually, what differentiates between something that is okay, mediocre, and something that's amazing? It's that extra step. Let me show you something. Yesterday, I did an arts and craft activity with my kids, 2 years old and 7 years old. So I gave them both the same material. Of course, I helped them with doing, the bottom part of these candles. What do you notice? This is for my 2-year-old. This is for my 7-year-old. My 2-year-old just, did things, put them together. She was happy with what mommy helped her with. But my 7-year-old, because she has more skills, or because she wants to become an artist, she didn't settle for the mediocre. She went for more. She added something. She brought additional tools, additional items to make this unique to her and better and more beautiful. So she put extra time and effort. Time and effort. And the third thing is qualifications. So sometimes we don't start something because we don't know how to, or we didn't learn how to, or I'm not qualified for this. I'm going to give you an example that I experienced personally. So now I'm starting all these videos, and because I want to inspire and help and motivate, because it's my passion. And I'm starting to show my friends and some of the other parents. And one of the parents, and I don't blame her, I don't have anything, I'm not blaming her at all. I understand where she's coming from. So the first comment she told me, what are your qualifications to do that? Well, I tell you, I have 40 plus years of experience, and that's the best qualifications. Steve Jobs, when he started, what were his qualifications? Steve Harvey, when he started, what were his qualifications? You need to start somewhere, because the experience will show you what you want to do. The experience will show you that you are meant for this. The experience will show you, trying will show you that yes, this is what I want to be one day. I enjoy doing it. I'm happy doing it. And then as you start, you learn, you add, you get the qualifications you need, right? Because that is mastering my craft. If I settle for mediocrity, I just rely on my experience and what I know, and I do it. But if I want to master something, to reach my fullest potential, then I spend time, I put the extra effort, go the extra mile to acquire the needed qualifications and the things that are still missing, the tools, the ability, improving my how-to, so that I become a master in what I do, and I provide world-class service, world-class support. So, if anything, I want you to remember today that anything worthwhile in your life needs time. There's no shortcuts. There's no buttons that you can click to reach what you want. Number 2, it's the effort that will make the difference, that will set you apart from everyone. It's the extra mile that you go. And number 3, it's getting started and getting qualified. And by qualified, mean become better, master your skill, learn the extra things that you need so that you reach mastery level in what you do. Learn, experience, exercise, then you achieve. And once you achieve, you develop into the person you are meant to be, and you achieve your fullest potential. If you like this video, please subscribe, like, so that you're always notified with anything I post new. and I'll see you next time.